I grew up in supernatural British Columbia with whales, salmon, lush biodiverse forests, sparkling rivers, and oceans being part of my West Coast identity. Ironically, the natural environment wasn't discussed. Fossil fuel expansion was accelerating at an unprecedented rate, and climate change wasn't yet a thing. At age 5, health challenges forced my adopted parents to place me in foster care. I grew up asking a lot of questions, mostly to myself. I spent the majority of my childhood alone, without a family of my own or other children my age. The forests and the beaches near my foster home became a source of endless fascination. Nature became my family and closest friend. I didn't realize how my childhood would lead me to see the interconnectedness of all life on this shared planet as my family. It wasn't until almost 2 decades of working in an editorial department of a daily newspaper and more than 20 years as a professional photographer photographing thousands of couples and families that I came to see how much we take for granted that which we love. I came to see family through a variety of lenses and saw that family isn't always what we think it is. Well, everyone has their own version of family. My heart breaks when I see the family that I relate to being traumatized. Old growth forests and trees chopped down. Birds and their nests destroyed. Wildlife and their young displaced. Salmon-bearing streams, clear lakes, and once intact, pristine ecosystems devastated. It's like a death in the family. The grief, it can be overwhelming. Our extraction economy and consumption is stealing your future and destroying my family and the home we share in common. And it's happening right now in front of us. Now that I've grown up and matured a little, I don't ask any less questions, but I'd like to think that I'm asking better questions, like, why, as a species, have we outconsumed the capacity of this planet to sustain life as we know it through overconsumption of our natural resources? Why have we upset the natural balance of this planet, causing dis-ease and climate disaster? No matter how you ask the question, climate change is no longer somewhere out there, it's here now. Climate change can feel like some surreal concept, I admit that, especially to those of us who can still be fortunate enough to look out and see beautiful blue skies. It's like another planet's problem, until choking smoke from forest fires blows in, reminding us how much we have taken for granted fresh air and clear skies. And droughts and floods make life unpredictable, and dis-ease impacts your freedom. Now for the good news. There really is some. For every pressing climate problem we face, solutions exist. We don't even need to go looking for the solutions. We just need to choose them and act on them. After asking a lifetime of questions, I now realize that there is one really important question that impacts us all, and that is, does the choice I'm about to make and the action I'm about to take steal the future, or does it heal the future? By always asking ourselves this question, we can consciously choose and act on solutions that restore instead of degrade the planet. That's why I started the nonprofit community Creatively United for the Planet. Because by being creative and united, we can ask better questions and we can choose and act on solutions we know already exist. For example, we asked, how do we create an Earth Day festival that showcases sustainability solutions to thousands of people without causing harm? By choosing existing solutions, we hosted one of North America's largest multi-day Earth Day festivals for 7 consecutive years and finished each festival with less than 2 bags of garbage. We put into place strict vendors policies that did not allow landfill waste, such as plastics. Everything had to be compostable or recyclable. No plastic bags, plates, cutlery, packaging, or balloon decor was permitted. Hundreds of exhibitors signed agreements to ensure this, and volunteers helped educate and direct the public to using a multitude of compost and recycling bins that were conveniently available. In 2015, we introduced e-bikes and offered the public free test rides. I rarely drive now that I have an e-bike. It's just so much fun, and I love curbside parking. Yes, yeah. Although cycling isn't for everyone, it's a choice that allows me to shop at local businesses and farmers markets pollution-free, contribute to my local community, and I even get some exercise. Win-win, yes. Again, by asking the question, does the choice I'm about to make and the action I'm about to take steal the future, or does it heal the future? We can choose and act on solutions with far-reaching benefits. Imagine billions of dollars in fossil fuel subsidies redirected to community-run green initiatives that emphasize the eco in economics. Meaningful jobs and fulfilling careers could be created in every community. Solutions exist. There's new technology now available that can create clean, carbon-free energy from landfill waste. And there are companies deconstructing buildings and reusing the materials instead of just demolishing and dumping tons of debris into landfills. There's even forward-thinking developers planning self-sustaining communities without cars, where driveways and garages are turned into needed housing for people, not vehicles. Imagine that. Not every action has to be monumental, like running as a candidate in a federal election as I did. Whew, that was big. I learned that simple actions can make a difference, like voting. And voting for candidates who support aggressive climate action. Calling and asking questions of government decision makers. and contributing to causes and organizations that share your values. Local, provincial, and federal governments need to hear from the public. It's vital. Your voice matters, and the voice of many, even the better. My community, where I live in Victoria, we saved our boulevard trees from being cut by simply asking questions. I can tell you, we were pretty relieved, and so were the birds and the animals who called those trees home. Solutions exist to create healthy, happy communities, especially when people actively participate in local community decisions and local governance. Everyone wins. There are communities proving it. There are seniors, many in their 70s and 80s, who are supporting and partnering with youth to save our old growth forests. Not only are they providing food, fundraising, and supplies, but they're using their professional skills to rewrite forest policy and lobby the government. And there are groups of residents from a variety of regions joining forces to stop landfill expansion that would destroy a wildlife-rich hiking area. Although I started life very lonely, I have gained the comforting awareness that I'm not alone in my care and concern for the natural world. I have found unity in community. Every day has become a celebration of solutions on creativelyunited.org, where people even pair up with people who share their values. Even a few marriages have come out of it, too. Solutions do exist. Our extraction economy that takes life and concentrates wealth at the expense of people and planet is destroying our future and ruining our health. We are choosing and creating our future right now, in the present of every moment of every day. What are we supporting with the interconnectedness of our choices? How do our choices impact life on this one planet we all call home? I can now see that everything we do matters because we are all one interconnected family by virtue of living on this one planet together. We've been looking at solutions as though we need to go out there and find them, when we just need to choose them and act on them. Remember, I said I asked a lot of questions as a child. Well, the best question I have learned to ask is, does the choice I'm about to make and the action I'm about to take steal the future, or does it heal the future? Thank you.